Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to the farm. Nah, just kidding. We're not at the farm. We're at the auction today. We're at the Weaver Brothers auction out in Rycroft, and I am the proud new owner of this fantastic new to us, dump trailer. Pretty awesome. My wife has been sending me pictures of dump trailers for like the last 6 months every day, and I haven't found that unicorn until today. Found that unicorn. It's awesome. So this trailer actually right here, this one beside us is one of the trailers that we originally looked at first when we started looking. It had been listed in the auction for, like I said, for months before the sale. But you get looking at it and you're like, I don't know about that paint job. There's a few spots so you can see, like, yeah, this one got dressed up just for the party. And it's actually, if you look inside there, is absolutely thundered, and so that's not a good purchase sight unseen. But yeah, come hooked on this one. All the lights work, hydraulics work, battery's fully charged, got a solar panel, the end gate, everything works. And it comes with these sweet raised wooden panels, which I'm not too sure why it's so very high, but I'm probably going to want to cut it down about there, be a little bit more reasonable, right? I'm not going to want to haul cows in this thing, but I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. But nevertheless, so far, pretty happy with that purchase. So we're going to get it home. Well, I made it home from the auction. Everything pulled good. Everything works. Absolutely fantastic. Overall, I don't know if I could be really much happier. There's a couple things I'm not super happy about, you know, in terms of like the invoice kind of things, but overall, this really was my unicorn. I had a set number in mind, and that number was 10,000. And that's what makes it a unicorn, right? I'm looking for something of a specific size in a specific condition for a specific price. And I think for the most part, that's what everybody has when they go to the auction. And so this thing, when I first logged on, it was sitting at $7,100, and really it didn't move for like 4 hours. It didn't move at all. And I'm like, whew. I might just walk away with this. I might steal this thing. But of course, that's never when the action happens, is in the 4 hours prior to the sale completion. It's always in the 4 minutes prior to sale completion. So there was a little bit of a volley back and forth between myself and somebody else. And I think 10,000 was their number too. And, but for me, like, I have a number, but then I actually have the real number. And so Carmen said, like, well, what's your number? And I said, well, 11.5. If I can get it for under 11.5, I'll be pretty happy. But 10,000 was kind of the base number where I need to restrain myself thereafter, but I don't want to lose the unicorn for the sake of $100 or something like that. And so we got to 10,000 in the bid, and then of course I throw one more out at 10,250. And that was obviously the other bidder's magic number, where they're just like, no, can't go any further than that. One thing you do got to be careful with, though, is once you pay that $10,000, is you're not done paying. Then you got to pay a buyer's premium on top of that, and then you got to pay GST. And for one, I think buyer's premiums are, well, the government and the auction both consider them a service, and that's why there's GST, because it's goods and services tax. I consider it to be a scam. I don't think it's a service at all. I think, yeah, they facilitated the sale, but not on my behalf. They're not a broker. It's not like I went to them and said, hey, I'm looking for a trailer. Can you find me one? I went there and I found the trailer on theirs, and they just happened to be facilitating the sale for a seller. They're not doing me any favors whatsoever, but I still have to pay $500 for the privilege of going on their website, and I do all the clicking, and it's all internet. Like, it's all timed auction on the internet. There's not even like, there's no hamburger truck, there's no auctioneer, there's none of that. Like, it's completely hands off. It's all electronic. So I'm a little bit bitter about having to pay the $500 of the buyer's premium, but then I'm even more bitter about having to pay GST on that $500 for a service I really didn't receive. But anyways, I won't let that dampen my spirits, because, hey, we got a dump trailer. So we can't come home with a dump trailer without firing this puppy up. Comes with a silly like solar panel on the top. I think that's just to charge the battery, but that's one thing that doesn't work, is the gas shock in this lid is well, it doesn't stay up, probably because there's a giant solar panel on the roof. Well, there you go. It probably goes higher than that even, but what's the need anyway? So the wife wants to bring home gravel or dirt or pond rocks or anything you could imagine. If I want to haul square bales, that's actually going to be magical, going to pick up square bales with this thing as opposed to putting them in the stock trailer. Whew, that's going to be a game changer.